I met her on Verdun Station, a mid-tier trade hub that smelled of recycled air, fried algae, and desperation. It wasn't the kind of place where legends revealed themselves. It was the kind of place where freighter crews drank away bad contracts, and people like me took whatever work kept the lights on. Her name, she said, was Lyra. She looked normal. As normal as an alien could look in a galaxy full of impossible shapes. 2 arms, 2 legs, pale blue skin, dark hair pulled into a loose knot. No visible implants, no regal bearing, no guards hovering nearby. Just a girl sitting alone at the corner table of a docking bar, tapping a credit chip against her glass like she was bored. "You human?" she asked, glancing at my jacket with the Terran merchant patch. "Last time I checked," I said. "You hiring or just curious?" She smiled, small and crooked. "Maybe both." That should have been my first warning. She hired me as a guide. Nothing dramatic. Just help navigating the station, translating customs, keeping her from getting scammed. She paid well, but not outrageously. Enough to say she wasn't broke, not enough to scream important. Over the next few days, she acted like any other off-world traveler. She marveled at human food stalls, asked stupid questions about gravity stabilizers, laughed when I explained why humans still used physical coins in some cultures. She was easy to be around. That made me forget the little things. How station security seemed to glance at her twice. How a merchant guild master bowed. Actually bowed before catching himself and pretending to trip. How no one ever tried to harass her, even in the lower decks. On the 4th day, everything went wrong. We were in the transit ring when the alarm sounded. Red lights. Emergency bulkheads slamming shut. The crowd panicked instantly. Verdun didn't do drills. If alarms rang, something bad had already happened. I grabbed Lyra's wrist. "Stay close. This station attracts pirates like flies." She didn't resist. Didn't look scared either. The ring doors sealed, trapping us with maybe 30 others. Then the air shimmered, and 6 figures phased into existence. Black armor, energy rifles humming. Void reavers. Everyone froze. One of them stepped forward. "By order of the Sovereign Coalition, surrender the girl known as Lyra Vesh." The room went silent. Slowly, every eye turned toward us. I felt my stomach drop. "Lyra," I whispered, "please tell me that's not you." She sighed. "I was hoping we'd have more time," she said softly. I stepped in front of her without thinking. "You've got the wrong person. She's just..." A rifle snapped up, aimed at my chest. Human move. I didn't. I don't know why. Humans do stupid things sometimes. Maybe it was loyalty. Maybe pride. Maybe I was just tired of bullies with guns. "She's under my protection," I said. My voice shook. "You want her, you go through me." The Reaver laughed. "You?" He glanced at Lyra. "You didn't tell him?" She touched my shoulder. "Move, please," she said gently. "No." For a moment, something unreadable crossed her face. Regret, maybe. Then she straightened. "Very well." She stepped past me. The temperature in the ring dropped instantly. The lights dimmed, then shifted to a deep violet hue. The air vibrated, like a massive engine had just come online. Lyra looked at the Reavers, her posture no longer casual, her voice no longer soft. "You have no idea who I am." The Reaver stiffened. Her skin began to glow faintly, intricate patterns emerging like living constellations. A symbol formed on her forehead, ancient, complex, unmistakably royal. Every Reaver dropped to one knee. "My name," she said, "is Lyravel Veshkale, heir ascendant of the Varelian Concordance. I command 13 systems, 3 war fleets, and the loyalty of species your kind fears to name." The station's comms crackled to life, overridden by a single transmission. I didn't understand the language, but I understood the tone. Authority.
Fear.
The Reaver who'd laughed lowered his head. Your Radiance, we were told. You were told to abduct me, she said calmly. You failed. She raised her hand. The rifles disassembled themselves midair, components floating apart as if gravity had given up. The Reavers were slammed to the floor by invisible force, pinned, helpless. Security forces burst in seconds later, real ones this time, armed to the teeth. They stopped short when they saw her. Every officer dropped to one knee. The ring was silent except for my heartbeat pounding in my ears. She turned to me. For a terrifying moment, I thought she'd look different now. Cold. Untouchable. Instead, she smiled the same crooked smile. I'm sorry, she said. I did enjoy pretending to be normal. I swallowed. You could have told me. I wanted to know, she replied, if you'd stand with me when I was no one. The Reavers were dragged away. The alarms faded. Life on Verdun Station resumed like nothing had happened, except for me. Later, in a quiet observation lounge overlooking the stars, she sat beside me again, legs dangling like before. My people study humans, she said. Your species is unusual. You have no natural strength compared to galactic powers. No ancient empires. No genetic superiority. Yet, I muttered. She laughed.
Yet.
But you choose defiance. You choose compassion. You step in front of danger even when logic says you shouldn't. She looked at me seriously. I need that. For what? I asked. She gestured to the stars. The concordance is fracturing. Assassins. Politics. Civil war. I will inherit a throne built on fear. She met my eyes. I want to build something different. I leaned back, exhaling slowly. And you picked a broke human guide from a trade station? Yes. I snorted. You're terrible at staying incognito. True, she admitted. Then softly, will you come with me? I didn't answer right away. My life until now had been small, survivable. This was galaxies, wars, legends. But I remembered the way she'd laughed at street food. The way she'd trusted me when the guns came out. Yeah, I said. I will. She smiled, not like a princess, not like a ruler, just like the alien girl I'd met in a bar. And that was when I realized something the galaxy was about to learn the hard way. She might be powerful, but with a human at her side, she was unstoppable. In the end, she took her throne, and I stayed by her side. Not because I was powerful or royal or chosen, but because I chose her when she was just an alien girl in a crowded station. The galaxy would remember her as an empress, but she would remember me as the human who stood in front of a gun and didn't move. And that, she once told me, was why everything changed.